Media, and I'm here with my guy, Coach Dirt, the
Oh,
coach. Man, what's going on with you, Coach? How you been?
pretty good. How are you?
Good, man. I'm good. Um, Talk to me. What's new with you, man? I know you got a lot of the amateurs working right now. How many guys you have going on?
I got quite a few little guys working, and my son and another young man by the name of Raymond Walker Longs getting ready for the Olympic qualifiers in December. My son getting ready for the last chance qualify to try and qualify for the Olympic trials in December. But
Nice.
yeah, that's the work don't stop, bro. That's the brunt of it. Just working. Had to prioritize, and I had a few opportunities that I could have taken advantage of at the highest level with Wale. One of those being working with Richard Comey. My wants, what I want to do, and some of those opportunities I would love to do, you know what I mean? But rightfully so, I got to do what's right, by my son and the other athletes that we have. Wale is one coach. I'm one coach, and we're just trying to make it work, man. We got a lot of guys, a lot of talent, and you know what? Let me apologize. We got Coach Raj as well, man. I'm sure you know about Rajan Chance and Emmanuel Chance and John Light Chance, man. The Chance brothers, those young men are awesome, and their father is an awesome trainer. But
That's right.
yeah, so we got a few young
Um,
coaches as well too, though, but not as experienced.
Tell me, how long have you been in the game, man?
Oh man, I don't want to be capping. You know what I'm saying? I also don't want to tell my age. Nah, I've been around for a minute, man. Like you know what? Let me take few steps back. I've been in the background for quite some time, actually. Just like trying to really learn the pro game and learn as much as I can from Wale. Wale the GOAT. And I've seen him, I watched him for years, man, working with, some of the best athletes I've ever seen. A lot of Olympians, a lot of pro fighters. And I've seen him working with a lot of amateurs, man. Some of the worst athletes I've ever seen. And so Wale, turn them into pretty good fighters. So I've been around a minute, man. I've been I would say side by side with Wale for a very long time. I've been blessed and fortunate enough to learn from him for a very long time, man.
Nice, nice, nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Coach Dirk in the building. This is the uncle of Shakur Stevenson. And, also, a coach. He started, with Wally Moses. Is he your father? Who's Wally Moses to you?
So Wale literally like a father to me, man. You know, my pops passed when I was very young, and Wale, I'm blessed to have him in my life, man. There ain't even no other way to put it. He I used to be like a guy that would reject, men trying to embrace that role. You know what I mean? But with Wale, it was, it was almost like a big brother and a father, man, in the way that he teach me, the way he nurture me, and the way he get on me. Like, we go at it, man. You know what I mean? We beef hard, but we love hard as well. And like I said, I'm very blessed to have him in my life, man. And I do, feel like he's a dad to me, man. Like you remember Lionel from what's that, Peanuts with Charlie Brown in them?
Yeah.
Lionel used to always had a blanket, right? Like Wale, like my security blanket. You know what I'm saying? If I'm away, if I'm away from him too long, you know what I mean, or I'm working too hard and I lose sight of certain things that I know I need to be doing or may want to do, but I got so much on my plate. I kind of always like got to revert back to Wild, man. He like the holy grail for me, my security
That's what's
blanket.
up, man.
Yeah, love
That's
him to
beautiful,
death.
man. Tommy Tommy Graham says salute Mill City, salute Coach Dirt.
Shout
Justin
out, man.
James says salute Mill City, salute. Coach Dirt. Peace and blessings to both guys. Sanchez, Strange Sex, what's going on? Coda, what's going
Peace,
on?
peace, peace. What up, y'all?
So we got 21 people on the live. We just got started 4 minutes ago. Make sure you guys smash the like button. You're gonna hear a lot about Coach Dirk, man. Under the tutelage of Wally Moses, the grandfather Shakur Stevenson, and this is the Shakur Stevenson team right here. He got a lot of amateurs that living up in Newark, doing a lot of great things with the amateurs. Every time I call Coach Dirt, he's in a different tournament in a different part of the country. So I like to see what he's doing with the kids as well. Now, talk to me, man. When it comes down to Shakur, man, there's been a lot of heat. As an uncle, talk to me like what your feelings like.
Okay. All right. For starters, I'm probably very biased. You know, what I'm saying? Probably very biased with a lot of the things that I hear, and see. I mean, but for the most part, the young man can handle himself. He does handle himself very well. He's very intelligent, very articulate. He's not absent minded or not. His awareness is A1. So I love the way he's developing and doing things. I've been I'm kind of quick tempered, and I got into a few brawls behind court, man, and when things ain't looking the right way to me, that's like my first nature to be that way. You know what I mean? But watching him again develop and grow, I've learned, I don't even remotely have to feel or think the way that I would in a different type of situation. You know what I mean? But and boxing business is not that it's totally different. So I'm trying to conduct myself that way. But Shakur, he come from that. You know what I mean? I've heard I think it was Coach Kenny, matter of fact, but Tank, somebody like he was protected his whole life and all the like, man, dudes better do their homework on North New Jersey, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I ain't want to, you know, not bragging about ignorance and nonsense, street nonsense, but it exists everywhere, and it definitely exists here. You know what I'm saying? So for anybody that may think, he come from uh, um, a protected environment, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Nah, it wasn't the tank team. It was Bill.
Oh, it was Bill that
Yeah, it
said
was
that.
Bill.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah, that was he definitely not the one who could say something like that, man. I mean, that guy been spoiling his son his whole life, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize that was Bill that said that. I thought that was Coach Kenny and Tank
Now
that
they
said
know
that.
they both know that Shakur from the streets, man. They both know. They know about Newark.
Yeah. I mean, Tank been up here quite a few times as a kid, and shit. Devin been in Elite Heat too. That was my first experience in meeting Bill Haney and seeing Devin. And Bill probably wouldn't even remember me. This is how like, we done had a bunch of interactions, but like I'm not the guy that I want to know everybody or I want to be known by everybody. You know what I'm saying? I
You
ain't
the
that.
one with the hoodie in the corner.
Well, I took the hoodie off, man. You know what I'm saying? But I still stand back. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me by nature. I'm very observant and analytical. You know what I'm saying? But my first experience, bro. Like when I first time I saw Devin Haney, man, was in the Elite Heat. I believe he was maybe 10 or 11, 11 or 12. Him and Shakur was supposed to fight, and kid was crying. Like, he was crying. He didn't want that smoke. I would never forget it. You know what I'm saying? And they ended up not fighting. But it was funny to me. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. Like, wow.
real
And
real competition you talking about?
Yeah, yeah, real. It was like it was a 1 day show, or it may have been like some type of silver glove tournament, either the silver
Oh,
gloves
not
or
yet.
or 1 day show, bro. Yeah,
Got you.
I wanted the silver gloves because he'd have been eliminated had he not fought, but it was a 1 day show because he didn't have to fight. When I think about it, yeah,
Yeah, man. A lot of people, they're dropping sparrings of like 7 years ago and stuff like that. It's just like these
yeah,
guys have definitely elevated so much in those at that
yeah.
time. You know,
They remixed the real version. They chopped and screwed it. I saw that. I saw
Th-
that.
this is a new era. You know, of chopping and editing, and making your own narratives and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But nevertheless, man, when we talk about these two kids used to be friends, what do you think? Do you think that like guys like Bill kind of like take it to the next level with things to get Shakur real antsy? And what do you think about the actual internet itself?
man. Honestly, bro, I saw. I think the exchange between Dev and Shakur heightened everything, bro. I listen.
It's the
We
Twitter.
we spoke off the record about this, man. Like yesterday, yeah, the piece I saw where the kid was calling Malika, man. This for me.
Malika Shakur's mom.
Yeah, she like this like bro, just like a sister to me, bro. Like so when I saw the bitch this and like oh nigga like pardon my language, but like you gotta this ain't that, bro. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
no, this
Like
is a
this
free lane, Dirk. Free
nah
lane.
you right, but I'm still trying to be mindful kids may be listening or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? But like yeah, this ain't that, man. Like that was way too far. That was just too far. You know what I'm saying? So, that's gonna be addressed accordingly, bro. Like, it just was way too far, bro. It was out of line. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Getting into some of these comments as well. Justin James, you think Shakur will fight Devin before Tank? I got Shakur beating Devin by majority decision. Tank 50-50. Tank my guy, so I'm rocking with Tank. What you think? Who you think is gonna get the first crack?
Ooh, I think at this point, I honestly believe Tank could get the first crack before Dev, man. I don't think that fight gonna happen. It's and this ain't no slight. You know what I mean towards Bill Haney or Devin. This is the utmost respect to both of those guys. I've never known them to want to fight Shakur, bro. Like they, like it's been if since they was kids. These guys, it's a possibility they may meet somewhere. You know what I'm saying? A lot of coaches and at when the kids are young, and coaches are friends or whatever the case, they shoot each other a courtesy. One may move up, you know what I'm saying, and one may slide back, go to different weight classes so they don't got a bump or whatever the case. Some guys don't mind bumping. It's part of the game, right? But I ain't never known them to really want to fight, bro. And that's in all honesty. I've never known or heard known none of that. They always have known that there was a possibility, especially in the pros, that these guys were going to bump, bro. So it's I would like to say it's almost inevitable, right? That it's going to happen. It's supposed to happen. But again, man, it's always been a take the I'm gonna go left. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting right to it, man. So I think I know Tank. Ain't no Tank come from that society. Coach Calvin come from that society. You know what I'm saying? Coach Kenny come from that society, man. So like we know those guys will be ready. We know those guys are wanted. You know what I'm saying? They ain't afraid of it, and they'll get to it. You know what I'm saying? So, do I think the fight with Dev gonna happen? No, I don't. You know what I mean? If it do happen, He getting smoked. I ain't know. Ain't no. You want to know my opinion on it? It ain't no. He getting smoked. It's easy work. You know what I'm saying? Like easy work.
easy work. They
Easy
say.
work, bro. Easy work, man.
Al Ra, yo, Coach Dirk, what's up?
All
Al
right,
Ra
what up,
in the
bro?
building, pro apparel.
Yeah, it's my guy, man. What's
Nice, nice.
happening, bro?
Um, you know, is it the same as Shakur bringing up his dad, Coda?
Listen, I saw that down there. I'm glad you. I wanted to address that too. I'm glad you spend the block back on that, man. Um, I mean,
Smash the like
that
button,
that's
ladies and gentlemen.
that's that's a matter of your opinion, Coda. You know, it very well may could be. You know what I'm saying? But Cole ain't gonna never call Bill no bitch. You know what I'm saying? So like these are grown men. Everybody they got their own right to say the things that they feeling. You know what I mean? Express themselves, whatever it may be, cap or not. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, like it, it it's getting out of line because one guy want to fight and one guy really don't, and that's just the bottom line, man. You know what I'm saying? It's getting crazy.
You think this fight down the line will happen more around 147 if it does happen?
I think once time heal all wounds. You know, once these guys get some understanding between them two and a mutual respect back between them two, because it's not impossible. They were friends. Like anything is possible at 47. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the one thing that I do believe is not going to change is one guy want to fight, one guy don't. One guy really don't want to fight.
Yeah, a lot of people in the comments. H Money, Devin Haney don't want to smoke with Shakur Stevenson. I mean,
One guy want to fight, one guy really don't, man.
and then at the same time, you know, this fight, right? Talk to me. Like, is it even marinated to be a big fight?
Hold on. He said, "Stop the cap. Shakur has no power." Fat. What? It just flipped off my screen. Read that to me, bro. What he said? Shakur ain't got no power. Boy,
Yeah,
this guy's tripping.
he must be. Did you see what he did to his last opponent? Um, has to be some fighters in the resume. Devin Haney doesn't want to smoke. Devin went out of the line with one of both. Devin soft. How far was it? Who do you know who said it? Shakur got exposed.
I
He
can't
ducked
do it.
Haney. He said, "Why have $8 million?" That's that's another thing. It's just like, I was talking to Dirk earlier, and it's like, how do we know that the person that was speaking was actually Antonio Leonard's son?
Yeah, I've I've been around Tone, man, quite a few times. Know him very well. I don't. I ain't never met his son or heard nothing about him. You know what I'm saying? Met Jason a million times. Heard about him a million times. I ain't never heard nothing about Tone's son, man. Antonio Leonard's son. So I don't know what where that come from, or what he talking about.
Yeah, I don't really see the no power,
It's
but
all good. You ain't got.
at the end,
He said
at
this
the
guy going to lie for Shakur. Hey, yo, he said I'm gonna lie for Shakur. Boy, you tripping, man. I ain't got to lie for Shakur.
I mean, I think skills pay the bills. I think it's
Yeah, you
noticeable.
better believe what you seeing, boy. What you talking about? I got to lie for Shakur.
I mean, when it comes to a 20% offer, when
Oh,
you heard that right away, Dirk, what came to your mind? 25%, um,
um,
offer core.
it's that was a stunt to save face for them. It was it was a clever stunt. You know what I'm saying? Like because it make it look like they want to fight, right? But
That's what
he
Shane Mosley told me. He
he
said that's an offer that means you don't want to fight.
right, like yeah, it was a deliberate low ball. Like he is like it just a clear indication of okay, he really don't want to make this fight happen. Period. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could try to use that. Well, he did it. He took the low ball number, whatever the case, and da da da. Like, all right, I'm gonna speak from a position, right? Of I always hear this. We supposed to look out for each other. We supposed to look out for each other. We shit. We. And ain't none of us French. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro. If the man wanted to fight and he really wanted the fight to happen, he wouldn't have came with that first offer as a first offer. Period. Period.
Let let. I like what I love boxing. A 25% from Tank is a different thing, but from Devin is not necessarily.
We don't know what that is or what it could
We
have
don't
been.
know what that is.
Man.
Correct.
All right. Period.
And in the same time, my opinion, I don't think Bob Arum's dishing out no $8 million like that. You
Bro,
know.
I look, bro. All these, none of us sitting in those rooms and having those conversations with that's about contracts, man. So
Right.
we don't know the terms and the conditions and all of that, man. So when people start thinking and talking hypotheticals, man, it's just talk. That's all it is. You can't really pay that shit no mind.
Right. Right. I mean, in the same time, coach, right? When you talk about Frank Martin, I want to spin the block a little bit. I want to talk about some things that actually can happen, things that are in the works, right?
Sure.
Um, what you think about, like, what's your prediction? Obviously, you riding for court, but it's like a lot of people got so many different things. Some people are saying that, Frank Martin's getting stopped. Some people say that Frank Martin hasn't seen nobody like this.
Yeah,
Other people say that
I like that. I like to hear that. I like to
a
hear
lot of people, saying that after his last performance, going up to court is kind of insane. Um, but in the same time, it just seems like what is it? He's like right under core with the WBC rankings,
number
so it's
four.
like number 4, right? So, what do you think about that fight?
Honestly, you know what? Let me stop saying honestly. Let me stop saying. My man just popped in my head like, yo, when you do interviews, bro, don't say honestly. You could come off like you're not being honest. So let me
Yeah,
stop saying that. So
yeah.
boom, another a wipe down, bro. I don't know what the hell people thinking. Your eyes work, man. Look, when I when I used to I used to see Floyd, right, and
Hmm.
I started realizing that my dislike for Floyd was hatred, bro. It was hatred. You know what I'm saying? It was straight up, yeah, hatred. Can't put nothing, I can't take nothing off of it. You know what I'm saying? And I had to realize that I was watching history. I think it was his first 24/7, that the first episode, and I saw the way that he was training, which made me a believer in all the things that I was seeing. The work ethic matched the skill set. It explained the skill set. You understand what I'm saying? And for anybody that don't believe what they seeing with Shakur, the least hit, the least hit fighter in boxing statistically, right? The most accurate fighter in boxing statistically,
The less lost rounds. He
it,
hasn't really
it,
lost rounds like that.
statistically, okay. So you gotta believe what your eyes is seeing when it comes to Shakur. Okay, the kid is awesome, and I'm gonna touch on that. Even though we couldn't find it, dude said he ain't had no power. Shakur don't have a problem sitting in front of nobody. You still not going to hit him. Shakur got a problem in the corner by the name of Wally Moses. If Wally say, "This what we doing. This is what I need you to do, Shaq," then guess what? Shakur going to do what he's told to do. He's a grown man. He make decisions for himself. But in that ring, they are a unit, man. They complement each other, and Waleed has always had his best interest and will always have his best interest, and Shakur trusts him, and that relationship is immaculate, man. The things that you're seeing comes from the things that they do and how they work together, man. So when I tell you, like, you got to believe what your eyes are seeing, man. We watching history, and it's a blessing for all you guys to get to see it as well as myself.
Absolutely. Ultra Instinct. Listen, man, stop lying. He got hit versus Oscar Valdez. Let me tell you something about that fight. Let me tell
Boy,
you something about that fight, man. Oscar Valdez, did he even win a round?
Oscar
Like,
Valdez told everybody, he just said, "Yo, he be right there, and you can't hit him." So
yeah,
yeah, he
I
did get hit.
remember that internet. I remember that interview. And a lot of people had something to say about, you know, um his performance with Navarrete versus Shakur. Let me tell you something. At least Oscar Valdez won 3 to 4 rounds out of that Navarrete fight. When it came down to Shakur, there was no rounds that he won.
I,
So
I I'm waiting for the Navarrete comparisons or how people think he Cole would fit. Man, Cole will dust that boy off, boy. Easy work. Like it's not. It's levels apart, man. People got to start understanding there's levels to this shit. It ain't no I don't know, man. Just like Bud, we done talked about this shit, Bud and EJ, man, Earl. I don't know what people was thinking about. Rock'em Sock'em Robot versus a guy with 500 tools in his toolbox and know how to execute and use every last one of them. What we
facts,
talking about, man?
facts. You got a handyman that could be an electrician, a carpenter. You know what I'm saying? He could do it all, and you got one that is just probably just good at one thing.
Right.
Obviously, Terence Crawford gave a lot of he thanked Shakur for getting him ready for that fight. I think it was him and Willie Monroe in the camp. I think
Yeah.
sparring partners.
Yeah, I won at that camp. I was online watching like everybody else. Hey man, they had some talent up there, boy. They had
Yeah,
that camp looked like it was lit. I'm working and I'm looking like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be there, but that camp looked like it was lit, bro. They had work up there, man.
100%, 100%. We got 81 people on the live with 20 likes, guys. Let's get these likes up. I got my guy, Coach Dirk, in the building. Shakur Stevenson's uncle. Um, going back to that Frank Martin fight. Is that something that's in negotiations? Is that something that we looking at with Team Stevenson?
I believe ESPN just announced that it go up for purse bid September 5th.
For September 5th,
So,
correct?
it's definitely in the works, man. It ain't. It's definitely
You
happening.
think you think Bob's picking it up though?
Uh, I, if it went to purse bid, you know, that says
Obviously not, right?
right. I mean, you know, this
Who you
probably.
think who you think picks it up? Do you think Al picks it up?
Nah, I think they both kind of probably just waiting to see, what's the best case scenario for everybody. Because when you have two different playing fields, you got to be able to come to some type of agreement. And
Right.
the purse bid kind of level that out. So those guys will have their pick once the purse bid is settled.
What do you see in that fight personally? Like, what do you Styles make fights? Obviously,
All right, so
talk.
of course I'm gonna just stop one word in you where he gonna wash him, right? Here's what I think. I could be wrong. I think the thinking over there with Derrick James and uh, Earl Spence Jr. and Frank Martin. I think the thinking is they probably going to come forward and try to stay inside Shakur's chest. Maybe I don't think they crazy enough to think that they can actually box with him. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking, they thinking they gonna be able to
Manhandle.
come forward and be the big man. But boy, oh boy, You ever seen Superman get changed in the phone booth? And I don't, that's a bad spot for him. That's all I'm gonna say. He gonna get smoked there too. He gonna get smoked inside, mid range, or outside. Don't matter, bro. He gonna get smoked. It's gonna be easy. That's going that with each fight, right? Each level of competition,
Hmm.
you're gonna see a better. Not just you, the world gonna see a better version of Shakur Stevenson each time he step in that ring against better competition, bro. He begging
Mm,
for better. He's begging for better.
mm. Before you continue breaking this down, and the comments here teach, Frank takes angles like Loma. Please remember that. Where was those angles in his last fight, man?
He must
Uh,
didn't see his last fight, but I mean, what he think Shakur ain't got like some of the best feet in boxing? What is
that's
he?
one thing.
What are we
Yes.
talking about?
Yeah, definitely Shakur. When you're a person that masters distance, you have to have elite, you know, back steps, side steps. Yeah, he has one of the best footworks in boxing. So,
We gonna make we gonna
stylistically though, we got two southpaws. I mean, how do you see the fight though? Like,
Cole gonna make his left hand obsolete, and he gonna take it away from him and put his down his throat. I can promise you that one.
mm,
I
mm,
can promise you that one.
right. Do you believe that when he said that he's going to take away his strong hand, his left hand. Now obviously he got the right hand, right? We got two hands, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the battle of the jabs. You just think that Frank Martin's not going to be able to get in there?
So I lost track of this. Don't quote me on this shit.
Hmm.
Probably want to check with Mark Krieger or somebody. I believe up to fight number 15, 16, or 17, possibly. I could be wrong. It could be somewhere around 12, right? Shakur was only hit with I believe 15, no, 21 jabs over the course of his career up to that point in
Sheesh.
his career, bro.
Mm.
I don't care how good his jab is, we're gonna take it away from him. We're gonna take it away from him, bro. Cole got a better jab.
You think he'll be using more of the ring in this fight? Do you believe that? Because at one point in time, well, two times in the fight of Frank Martin, he pressed the issue. I felt like with that style that he was going against, he needed to push his opponent backwards. But you have to have belief in your power. You got to have belief in yourself to be able to go out and do that. That being said, uh, when it comes to Shakur's work of operation in this fight, do you believe he's kind of going to show every attribute? Does he have to go to every tool in his bag to be able to fight a guy like Frank Martin? You think?
No, because Frank Martin gonna be easy for Shakur to hit, and
Mm.
you know, he we'll see more. We'll see a better version of Shakur, right? But we won't see the best version. We won't get that version. We won't get the version that we get to see in the gym. Him punishing guys, you know what I'm saying? Until we get a actual athlete that's gonna push him and bring that out of him, bro. And
Frank Martin. Frank Martin says he's an
listen.
athlete.
This is not to take anything. This is with all due respect to Frank Martin and his entire team, bro. It's just it's we two levels apart.
Mm. Mm. You think it has to do a little bit more with like him starting boxing late?
Nah, because you know, everybody different, everybody unique in their own right. I think it comes down that does play a part in it. With a lot of these guys starting so young and getting the type of experience that Shakur got. But nah, whether he started the same age as Shakur, or just started a few months ago, he in the world of shit. This a different level, bro. Shakur is a different level, man. I promise you, he is that guy. He is him.
Tell me why, like, what is it in Shakur's game that not necessarily makes him so comfortable, but even watching the fights, what is it about the kid that makes him special in your eyes?
You gave yourself the answer, bro. His level of comfortability, man. He like when he in there, you're not gonna see a panicked Shakur ever. He in his home space when he there, man. I said this in a few other interviews, and I'm gonna say it again. He eats, sleep, shit, boxing. He love what he does. He love what he does. He some guys, um, he one of those guys that's working to feed his family, right? Some guys don't love it. Some guys just working to feed their families. They embraced it because God gave them the abilities and the talent to do so, right? And the opportunity. But Shakur genuinely love what he do, bro. You'll catch the dude shadow boxing in his sleep, shadow but fucking with you, just like this dude is boxing crazy, bro. And we getting a treat watching him.
Talking to guys like Richardson Hitchens, guys that been in the
Africa,
ring,
Africa,
Africa.
yeah.
Yeah, he's out in Philly working with
Oh, with
Coach
boxing
Rel.
Rel, yeah, with my guy. Rel is a hell of a coach, man.
Right.
It's a few coaches, bro, in this game that whether they're younger or older, that I admire. And I mean, Rel is one of those guys. I love his drive for boxing, his passion for boxing, his ability to teach and coach. You got beautiful kids. He's a beautiful dude, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But being able to interview Africa a couple times now, and I asked him, comparing Devin Haney to Shakur Stevenson. He just says there's levels. He says that Shakur was always better than him in the amateurs, and his work ethic of not necessarily going out so much, like you said, eat, sleep, shit, boxing. How is Devin Haney going to be better than him now if he was better than him then? And then at the same time elevating. Now he's been in there. He's been in there sparring with both of them. Um, he also says, I can go and list, coach, so many people about your nephew, about them saying that they're the top. He is the top guy at 135.
Mhm.
From legends to fighters that been in there, and just the regular guys that are in the game. How does that feel? Knowing that it came from Moses and you being there, part of the team. Like, how does that feel?
Man, I'm gonna rewind a little bit with something you said. It's playing back in my mind. I don't think nobody stopped to start feeling, bro. Like Court's still working and
Right.
he's still hungry. You know what I'm saying? So was what when you it was a few words, a few sentences ago when you started talking about work ethic. Like I I be getting that these younger guys about work ethic and time management, right? Seeing the way that Shakur live his life. His life it revolves around boxing. Boxing is his life, right? But he still managed to enjoy life, and it's very well possibly because of what he's doing, right? But the other thing is this him having the opportunity to see him and Bud train as if they still like they still on the bottom, bro. It make me look at other athletes and I try to warn these guys of what they up against when they get to that level. If which I believe you got other athletes that's doing the same things, man, especially up there at that level, bro. You got to work extremely hard. You got to eat, sleep, shit, boxing, literally. And when you got guys like Shakur and Bud that train the way they do, their work ethic is uh, just a compliment of what you see in the ring, man. You know, these guys got a long way to go to even be on that level. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And for the guys with the up and coming guys with the names, I I can't speak to the work ethic of a Devin Haney, right? He obviously got to be working extremely hard because the things that we see out of this young man, they legit. The kid could go, he could box, right? But in order for him to sustain that, he have to be working extremely hard to be on that level with a Shakur, with a Tank. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just a word of advice for these young athletes that's looking to become pro, man. You got to learn how to be one and be one. You know what I'm saying? It's not just in the ring. These guys locked in all year long, even when they not in camp. They in fight shape. They eat right, sleep right, train right, recover, rest right. They do everything the right way, bro. You know what I'm saying?
100%, 100%. We got 160 people on the live. Ladies and gentlemen, only 33 likes. We got to get these likes up, man.
Yeah,
We
that's
got
crazy. Hey man, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? How y'all not, man? Press that fucking like button, bro.
come
Press the
on, man.
like button, man. Y'all tripping.
It don't cost nothing. It don't cost nothing, you know? Um, but nevertheless, yeah, coach. And thank you for your time as well. I know that you're always busy in the gym. Um, but speak upon you know, we get through Frank Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, people say Shakur hasn't fought nobody at 135.
Nobody want to fight him.
Mm. You think he's dealing with the Jerome Boots syndrome, the
The
Terence
bud,
Crawford
the bud,
syndrome?
yeah. That's Boots. Boots is a little premature. Boots,
I'm
he
sorry,
that guy.
he hasn't been world champion yet.
He
I'm
that
sorry.
guy, bro. He that guy. But he definitely gonna have that problem, bro. Ain't nobody gonna want to fight that kid, man. But
More like Bud. More like
yeah,
Bud.
he definitely that's a problem. You know, when you're that good, nobody want to fight you, man. Shakur is a victim of that.
Um, you know, in your eyes, who do you think at 135 is a good fighters to be on the resume? For the guys that we see right now, who would you like to see your nephew touch up?
Mm. Ooh, honestly, bro. I said I ain't gonna say that shit no more. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I want to see that tank fight. Of course, I want to see that, bro.
You know
Uh,
that people are talking about that fight like it's the biggest fight in boxing.
I mean,
That's crazy, coach.
it,
He's
it,
so
it got
young.
it got the capability of being that, and by the time they get in the ring, it very well may be that. So I think the world does want to see that fight, and I want to see it not because I think it's gonna be competitive. I want to
Talk
see
to me.
it because all that shit Coach Kenny was talking about, my man, Coach Kenny, you know what I'm saying? But when them guys get in that ring, bro, and coaches, yeah, I mean, we can't do nothing but talk to the fighter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the world going. I believe in that fight. That's one of the reasons I will get to see the best version of Shakur Stevenson, bro.
Mm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I got a nickname for him, Chucky. He be on demon time when he in in that ring. I think Chucky gonna come out when he get in that ring against Tank, man. I tell you
Did
right
you
now,
did, did you talk to him about Chucky? Because when I talked to Shane Mosley, he's like, he could take the sugar name, but Shakur don't want the sugar name.
bro, he be on
He,
Chucky time, bro. He be on demon time, man. Like, I got a lot of like. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, man. Like when I'm
come on, son. Of course I do.
post them pictures, bro. When he in this little mold, man. We in that eat zone, man. Like you see it in his eyes, you see it in his smile, that little devilish grin. He be eating, and he love it every minute of it, bro. Every moment of it. I promise you.
Facts, facts. Um, Talk to me, man. Now that he's a father, how has that changed in his everyday lifestyle? Becoming a fighter, does it make him more hungry? Do you see a difference in your nephew?
I see a more loving kid. He Core is a. Let me stop calling him a kid. I see a very
Like
much
26
more
now. You
right, a
remember when
much
you were 26, bro?
a much more loving young man, man. Like you know, he I expected him to be an excellent dad because he's an excellent big brother and an excellent big cousin. Like literally, like even before him getting to the bag, he was always doing the most that he could for his siblings, man, and his cousins. But no, and I don't think that it changed him in no other way other than maturing him and him taking life a little bit more serious, just kind of slowing things down.
Mm, mm. So now that some a couple people said that Chucky's corny. So let me put it together. Shakur Chucky Stevenson.
Hey, I don't care about the nickname. I'm just saying that's what he be on, bro.
That's what he
Like,
be on.
that's what the face look like, the smile, especially with the mouthpiece with the little teeth on it. Like look like Chucky to me, bro. He be having the crazy, the most devilish grin when when he cracking on pause, when he putting it on pause, when he doing work, man. You know what I'm saying? When he
Yeah.
doing work.
Facts, facts, facts. London. He goes and tells me East Coast got the best boxers. What you think? What you think about that? I think so.
I man, I agree with that shit, bro.
I
West
think
Coast, they come with it. Region 8, some cheating motherfuckers. They come with it though. But nah, man, if you looking for a multitude of styles and slickness and its fundamentals, you're gonna find it on the East Coast for sure. Although, let me put this out here right now and give them their flowers, man. Ohio, they get busy. Ooh,
especially the amateurs get
they
busy.
get busy. They get busy, man. Yes, sir. It's not. I don't care if it's Cleveland, Toledo, Cincinnati, Akron. They get busy, bro. They get busy, and I love their unity, bro. I love how they all come together and they fuck with each other and they represent their state and themselves very well, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Now I'm gonna get into some of these questions. See what your boxing eye and mind is all about.
Okay.
First of all, we had the Errol Spence fight. You and I, we talk a lot off air. You already told me Crawford, easy money. You when I told you it was a 50-50 fight, you're like, damn, Mills, I thought you knew better than that. But nevertheless, right? Do you want to see a rematch, or would you, if he had to stick, to the welterweight division, Crawford? Who would you rather, him see? And logically, as a guy that understands the business as well, I mean, I believe a Keith Thurman is more worthy of a fight than Boots Ennis at this moment in time.
All right. I don't think 147 makes sense for Bud anymore. He's at the tail end of his career. His hit the path that he has in mind. I think I mentioned it to you without even talking to Bernie or any of these guys. I said, I know I told some of the young guys in the gym, he won Charlo, and I truly believe he gonna get after Canelo. It just makes sense. It makes sense, bro. But with those two guys fighting, right? Why wouldn't he get after the winner of that fight?
Mm,
I don't think it's nothing else for him after that. And that's just that's you talking about supplanting his legacy and cementing that bag, man. So I think Bud get to ride off in the sunset and get his just due, get the credit that he deserves for being a fighter that he's always been, and the most duck fighter probably in the history of boxing, man.
mm. Do you think Errol Spence will be better at 54, or do you believe he's damaged goods?
I think that Earl Spence probably should fight two or three more fights, maybe two more at 47, one at 54, or 1-1, and then call it the day, man. What else do he need to prove?
Right.
He had an excellent career, but a lot of wear and tear on his body. And if you want to enjoy the rest of his life and the money that he worked so hard to earn, then what's the point in trying to save face or prove something to these guys out here that don't care nothing about his well being.
Right, 100%. We got 110 people on the live, 42 likes. Guys, what you staring for? Smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? It's appreciation at its finest. Come on. Um, what you think about Spence and Keith Thurman? There's a storyline. There's a storyline there, and even if it's at 54,
I think that fight makes sense. I think that it's a big fight. I don't think
who do
it's
you favor? Who do you favor?
I favor. I don't like Keith Thurman, but I got him in this fight, man. I got him in this fight,
Why you
and
don't like my man Keith, man? Talk to me. He corny
man,
to you? What's
listen,
going on?
listen, listen, bro. His fight against Sotomayor. Oh my God, bro! Like I'm like, bro, you letting this old man punch on you like this, bro. And then like it just turned me off about him. Big mouth, you know what I'm saying? Not backing up is what you call it, his all the shit that come out of his mouth. Yeah, man, and he was on that back foot hauling ass from that old ass man. You know what I'm saying? So for me, man, like he never been intriguing fighter to me, man. But I think he could beat Earl Spence. We talking about the Earl Spence that's not not 100%. And that last fight took that shit gonna take it took a lot out of him, and it's gonna take a lot out of him, man. I don't think he should be fighting in December. I think we talked about that. There should be something in place where these guys are, forced to not fight after those type of beatings, man. That shit was punishment, and those type of fights they take a lot out of you. So December ain't enough time for him to recover, recuperate, train, and get in the best shape so that he could, go out and be the best version of himself. But a fight against Keith Thurman, I think it's not as dangerous for him, especially at 47. Um, and again, it's still a big fight. It's still a
Hmm.
big fight, and it's a legacy fight for him. So I don't see much more for him after that. After Keith Thurman.
And I'm gonna answer. I love boxing, bro. I see that you've been messaging. If this is gonna be Shakur's last fight with Bob. I'm not sure. I don't think so because last time we talked to Shakur, he's happy with Top Rank right now, and he got a couple years to go. Right, he got a few more years in his
Yeah, he
contract.
got yeah. It's still sometime next year the contract is up, I believe. But Corey ain't never had no issues with Top Rank, and
And they're
whatever.
they're belt hunting, so that contract can go.
Right, right. But again, Shakur, it's not even my place to speak on anything contractually anyway. So Shakur address whatever questions you guys may have about him and Top Rank.
100%, man. So when we lead up to this fight with because we talked about Terence and the winner of Crawford. I mean the winner of Charlo and Canelo. But before we get into that, what do you think about September 30th? Do you think Charlo could get Canelo moving up 2 weight classes, or is that too much weight too fast?
Nah, I think he definitely got the skill set and the ability. I think it's going to be a competitive fight, but I think Canelo overall, his boxing IQ, skill set, um, his experience being in those big fights. I think he's going to get the better end of Charlo, man. Charlo, big, strong, or whatever the case, but Canelo, he gonna come in solid, strong, and he gonna come forward, And when he box, he gonna be sharp. So I don't, I just I think it's gonna be competitive, but I don't think it's a 50-50 fight. And I very well I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong as shit. But I think Canelo gonna get on his ass, man, with a UD. No, not a split. You know what I mean? None of that shit. I think it's gonna be a unanimous decision. Canelo Alvarez.
I think he gonna get him dirt. I
I
think
don't
he's
think
gonna
he's
get
gonna clip him, bro. I mean, you know, It's not to say he can't, but I don't think Charlo going to lay down. I think he coming to fight, bro.
He almost laid down for Castano, but Castano,
Castano was coming. He was trying. Castano was trying. He was coming for that. He came with it. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, he ain't gonna be a pit bull, but he gonna be a dog. Castano
right?
was a pit bull, man. So
That's true. That's true. Um, Talking about Crawford and Canelo, that's three divisions, bro.
I don't give a fuck if it's 3 divisions, 2 divisions, or one. Bud gonna clip that boy, man.
All right, so
Bud,
say he clip him. Say he clip him.
yeah,
That's one of the best chins in boxing.
Bud gonna clip that boy, man. Hey, listen, Ashy Knuckles, oh, this
Ash
wrestler, this
Knuckles.
this dude is, hey, bro, Bud is a nut, man. Like, you gotta love him. Dude going, he dangerous, man. He dangerous, bro. He gonna clip Canelo, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be the first to say it. Canelo going down, boy. He gonna clip him, man. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you.
I'm a
And
I'm a
it,
Bud fan, but damn you, I don't know. You might be stretching it, Coach.
see, I don't want to say this shit on live. I'm gonna tell you off the record, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, bro, I think we talked about this shit before, man. You know how he walk around, bro. I
yeah,
told you I walk around, man. Like I don't know, people was crazy thinking that Earl was gonna be able to be in there and stand in front of him or manhandle or any of that shit, bro.
yeah.
You talk about somebody who could have went to college for wrestling. I mean, somebody who he be they got Max up there in triple threat, bro. He be wrestling the Olympic team guys and like you talk about somebody that's very strong. That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's all I'm
right.
gonna say, bro. You know what I mean?
Yo, guys, I'm coming with that heat real soon, man. So smash the like button, man. We still got only 53 likes, man. I gotta get them up,
Crazy.
man.
Yeah, I'm looking up there now. It's crazy, man.
53
101
likes,
people,
100
53
people.
likes.
That's like 50%
It,
saying that you like the show. Come
it
on.
must be me though, bro. Maybe they don't like me, man. Maybe
Nah,
I want to say that they don't like me, maybe because they don't know me, man. It ain't like I'm not a very popular guy yet, man.
oh,
And I say yet, not like I'm
y'all,
looking
y'all
to be
making
popular.
y'all making my guest feel bad. You better tell your
Nah, I don't
you
feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have you not feel bad. You know what
nah, nah,
I'm
nah,
saying?
nah, nah. We good, we good.
you
My blood pressure's where it needs to be. We good.
know?
So check it, right? Everybody want to talk about that Terence Crawford's ducking boots. What you think about that statement?
Boy, I be getting in arguments, man, with crazy ass people from Philly
Yeah,
about on a regular basis.
I lost three
You
friendships off
you
of
you
Bud.
know Briz, right?
I know Briz too. Yeah,
Briz is crazy, hey, bro, man. Hey, listen, bro, it's too early. That's like they better chill, man. Like I saw that text that Bud posted, man. What he said, another say, like, yeah, but I believe him, bro. Like, I don't tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not. They better chill. Philly, chill out, chill.
he's
Stop it,
the whole
stop it,
city of
man.
Philly. He's talking to the whole city of Philly right now.
Omaha is lit, bro. That's all I'm saying. Philly, you know what I'm saying? Omaha is lit, boy.
Oh man! So what you see? What do you see? What do you know
About what?
about that matchup and
I,
why you?
I know a lot of shit, but about what? Like, what
It's it's
the matchup
determined
with
what I can say.
the matchup with Bud and Boots,
Absolutely.
man. You talk about that matchup would be absolutely fireworks if and when it was ready. The coaches. Now you talking about entire both camps in this entirety, man.
Hmm.
Bozy and his sons, Bomac and Saul and Red and Bernie, they team, man. The minds, that's going to clash, in preparation leading up to the fight, and then the fight itself, if it was to ever happen, man, oh man, when you talk about a boost that was actually experienced enough and ready, and then a bud of today or yesterday, I'm still going
or,
with Bud.
or, or on his way out. In reality, we talking about a guy that's 36.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even the Bud of today, I still got Bud. I still got Bud. We're not looking at a worn out 36-year-old
I gotta take care of his body.
a broken down, fatigued 36-year-old. We talking about a 36-year-old that drink water, man, and climb Mount Manitou on their days off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, off your boxing eye, looking at the divisions from 147 to 168.
Mhm.
Honestly, who really possesses? No, I don't want to go that high. Let's go 60. 147 and 147 to 160. Is Boots the biggest task? Is he the most 50-50 matchup for Bud?
I would have to say yeah. I would have to say yeah. Skill set and talent. I don't think it's nobody other than that's close to Bud, other than Canelo. That's close to him. Skill
Mm,
set, talent, boxing IQ, experience. That's what separates those guys.
right. Um when we talk about I talk to Regis Progress, right? And he talks to me and he says that Devin Haney's in a tough position. He says that he stays at 40. If he stays at 35, he got to go get outboxed by Shakur Stevenson or get knocked out by Tank. If he moves up to 140, he got to deal with the killers, everyone that's smashing. Do you believe he's in a tough position? And what you think about the matchup with Regis Prograis and Devin Haney? And even with that, what do you also believe in Devin Haney not signing that contract with Regis yet?
I don't know what that's about, but I honestly think the only problems Devin Haney got is at 35. I don't think he got any fear of Regis Prograde. Uh, Regis is a good fighter, talented fighter, but I think Devin will wash him. I think, just knowing what I know and have seen Regis work with Shakur, Dev is uh Dev is going to be a tall task for him. So I don't know what the dilemma or the issues are in terms of them working their contract issues out. But nah, I don't see Dev having too many problems at 140 unless Shakur Tank stepped into 140 with him. I don't even think Tio gives Dev problems at 140, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to place a bet on that one, just you and me.
Yeah, yeah, I know we had that discussion before, man. But I just think we may be, he probably don't get as much credit as he deserves, and that's Devin Haney. You know,
Matias is a problem too.
yeah.
I understand that he don't got the best feet, but you still got to hit the guy.
hmm
He got the catching game on lock right now. He got the one of
hmm
the heaviest hands. Got some good combinations. Do I
Still,
see? Huh?
still don't give Dev too many problems at 40, man.
Mm. What about Gary Anton Russell?
He get Dev problems. I forgot. I forgot that killer was sitting there, man. He get yeah. He give Dev problems at 40, man. He give quite a few guys problems at 40. He a dog. He a
Yeah,
stone cold dog, man.
Antoine wants that fight really bad.
Hey, ask Boots if he'll see him after see Gary at 40.
I talked to Gary. Gary get well, I'm gonna talk to Boots tomorrow, but Gary wants to fight. He believes that that's gonna be a big fight down the road. Um,
You ever saw the amateur fights?
yeah, Gary's up 3-1. Um, it's just about looking at them then, coach, and then looking at them now and seeing who really progressed more.
Yeah. So obviously, I mean, Boots stepped it up levels
And
above.
they filled in too. He filled
Right,
in really big too.
right, right. Much bigger, but he was bigger then too, though, bro. He was
That's
bigger.
what I'm
He was
saying.
tall.
Antoine was already. He reminds me of me. I did all my growing in middle school.
right, right, right,
Didn't didn't grow an inch in freaking high school. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, what do you think about that fight? You tell me.
Man, I think if it was to ever materialize, I think it'd be a good fight. But I think Bud get him. But I think Boots get him in the pros.
Yeah,
You know, considering both of their maturation processes and their development processes. I
I hear
think,
you.
yeah, I think Boots, get him in.
And Antoine, if you seeing this, I gotta agree with Coach Dirk, man. I just, I, that's just what I see. But another guy that could give Devin Haney a lot of problems on my behalf, Africa, Africa.
I'm not going to disagree with you. And how can I forget? How can I overlook Africa, man?
He got a big fight with Jose Cepeda coming up.
Yeah, his fight against his last fight, or was it the last or the fight before last against John Bowser? He
Last
showed
one.
he showed, and I've been knowing John and his dad, man, since they were
He's
kids.
around. Yeah, he's from your area.
Yeah, John, he grew up in the elite heat with Shakur and Weezy and the rest of those kids, man. Vito
Mm.
Melnicki. Um, Africa's showing improvement, like to say the least, bro. And he always been super talented, you know what I'm saying, and very skillful. I think it's another level of focus. He getting opportunities that he deserved because he was in a pretty good situation. It just didn't pan out for him, I believe.
Right, right. Some fighters they have the tough route out. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Um, some, nowadays with the social media, some people they built all their clout through sparring, and you know they're eligible to control their careers, not take a short contract. Um, but nevertheless, it everybody got their own route. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people need the money right away. Some people don't.
right.
Um, but nevertheless, ask him who he thinks Core's hardest fight will be.
Mm. Tank, like this. I think that's a no brainer. It ain't. It's, I know it's not going to be as hard as we speaking on right now, right? It's not going to be that hard for Shakur, but on paper and in reality, that's like the only challenge, man, that's really out here for him. I don't see nobody else. I don't see any major issues or problems in front of him unless somebody come out and that got anointed, by the man upstairs himself, gave him all the tools to annihilate him. I don't see nobody being on the same playing field with him, man. We are fortunate and blessed to see history in the making. I promise you.
Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button, man. Come on, we're not even at 60 yet. This is insane. Um, but like I told you, I always tell my channel that when it comes to my favorite guys at 135, it's always been Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, and it happens to be that's the mega fight. That's the mega fight at 135.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, I've even talked to the Michael Harris, right? He sparred all three of
Yeah,
them. You know,
yeah, it's my guy.
Devin, he doesn't know how to call it. He does see Shakur outboxing, you know,
I
Tank
think, I
throughout the
think,
whole fight.
I think Mike in a hard place, man. He don't want to sway one way or another. You know, he got relationships with these guys, all three of them. You know what I'm saying? But
Watch
he
the latest one. The last post I did. He broke it down to the T.
yeah, I definitely want to see it, man. That's my guy, man. Good kid, good young man, rather.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, everybody wants to see what you know. The thing about what with the Boots' last fight against Villa. Villa's a hard puncher. He's been known for that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we wanted to see when Boots got hit. And as a fight fan, we want to see that too. It's weird, but it's true. We
Mm-hmm.
do want to see somebody get hit. Um, with Shakur's last fight, I seen him get hit with a flush shot. Ain't it like if it was a pack of Skittles? Um,
Mm-hmm.
as a fight fan, that's what I want to see
Mm-hmm.
because when it comes down to throwing the bread down, you got to figure out, yo, do these guys got a chin or not? You know what I'm saying? That we need to.
Right.
So I feel like what every fight fan wants to see is if Tank can land the flush shot, and how does Shakur react to it?
I mean, I seen Cole get hit.
By Tank,
Nah, not by chance. I seen Cole get hit.
so he didn't get hit.
Uh, I mean, listen, you can't beat what you can't hit, and there's nobody that's going to land anything flush. It's like I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but man, it's, you know, it's like a dog
We
chasing his tail, man. This shit is.
we said that with Mayweather,
I
and
mean,
he
we should.
got
Yeah,
and we
we saw Floyd get rocked, right? But what happened after he got hit, man? Like, did he not beat the brakes off of Shane? Like, what? Like, it wasn't even close out there. Like, only he got hit and got pissed off. Like, so, you know, Cole, I've seen him get pissed before. You know what I'm saying?
you funny.
You know what I mean?
So you believe that and Shakur, you know what a lot of people say, and a lot of people talking they bother me. I'm glad that you're here.
They got T.O. over Core. Jeremiah is crazy.
See, that's tough. That's a cool matchup, but there's one person that just boxes way more. Just boxes a hell of a lot more better.
Yeah,
That make less mistakes, and
yeah,
he'll make a lot of mistakes because of his
yeah,
athletic ability. He feels like he can get away with that shit.
yeah. Not against Shakur. You can't make mistakes against Shakur, man. And Shakur ain't gonna make no mistakes against your ass. I can tell you that right now, man. You know what I'm
Guys
saying?
like Tank and Shakur, you can't make mistakes because they're gonna capitalize off of it.
Who
Especially
this
guys like Bud too.
Max Middleman Nation said Ultra Instinct or Goofy. Hey Max, right on, my boy. I agree with you. I've been seeing this dude with the crazy ass posts and whatnot, man. He crazy.
Right.
This- I wish we could kick his ass out the chat. He tripping.
Yeah. Is he saying crazy shit? Let me see. You say one more bad thing, we gonna have to block you, bro.
Nah,
Just
you
so
keep
you
him,
know.
man. We can keep him, man. You know what I'm
All
saying? You can
right.
keep him, man. We gotta kick him out.
Um,
He just
but
talking crazy.
like when we talk about guys like you know, Shakur sparring guys like Terence Crawford, and we hear about the work. You know what I'm saying? Even Africa, when he talks about working with Terence Crawford, a lot of people believe that um, Terence ain't hitting him the way he would hit another sparring partner. What do you believe in that?
Bullshit. Bullshit. I just saying, Bud, rough him up, touch him up. Like, yeah, they work, bro. They ain't in there playing around. Like, they push each other, man. Dudes is crazy. What they think this shit bumper bowling? This ain't bumper bowling, man. Motherfucker, them getting in and be baby and like, man, it's a grown ass man. Y'all bugging out. Bugging, man. Stop it. Cut the madness, man. You tripping, bro. Do he be? Nah, man, y'all bugging out, man.
Right, right, right. I love boxing. You're right, man. We're gonna stay growing. But when we talk about the Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin talk, what I'm saying? It's tough to talk about those matchups knowing the fact that Core is gonna get his shot first. Or he's getting the shot from Core first. Um, even if say that fight doesn't come into fruition, what do you think about Keyshawn and Core? I mean Keyshawn and Frank Martin.
Shit, I think that was the route they should have went before they jumped their ass in the fire, man. They jumping in the fire with Core. I don't know if they like had a conversation in the back room or pillow talk. I don't know what crossed their mind to say, yeah, we gonna make this fight. Let's see if we can make this fight with Shakur happen. I don't know if they thinking this get back like for Earl and Bud. I don't know what they was thinking, but boy, oh boy, they about to put a major. They throwing a major wrench in Frank Martin's progression, bro. Like they crazy. Ain't no consolation prizes or no shit like that. Like I don't know what they thinking. If he performed good, he gonna get another big fight. I don't know what they thinking, man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all ain't thinking. You know, you don't get. You should stop thinking, man. Listen, that's gonna be easy work. It ain't. I don't know. I don't know what they was thinking about by saying let's make this fight happen. I honestly think it crossed my mind. They and they weird ass brains think like this some type of retribution for EJ and Bud. Boy, he about to get his boot smoked. You hear me? He about to get man. Listen, it's about to be bad for Frank.
What do you think about like obviously there's a lot of controversy with Devin Haney and Loma. Doesn't seem like Loma wants to fight right now. If it wasn't Haney, he was talking about retiring. Um, what's the next best thing? And I talked to you about this off air.
Mm-hmm.
You told me, Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz. I said that Jermaine Ortiz will be a good fight on the resume. I just think that a lot of people believe that he beat Loma. He
I'm
got
one of those people. I'm definitely one of those people that felt like he beat Loma. He just had
so
to.
if Shakur can't get Loma, and is he not getting Haney soon? How good of a fight for that for Shakur on the resume? And what do you see?
I mean, after Frank,
Yeah,
uh, uh,
because he fought a 3 fight. He
Cor,
signed
Cor,
a 3 fight deal.
yeah, Cor. So he want to stay busy. He want to stay active. And I honestly, depending on where guys are in between fights or whatever the case, contracts and whatever issues they got, this shit gonna be hard, bro. Like I don't see nobody lining up. You know what I'm saying to fight him. So
No,
well,
Jermaine wants him.
yeah, but come on, we had this conversation. How is that may be a fight that Core may end up taking, right? Because
Mhm.
that's the only fight that that may be out.
Stay busy
Yeah,
for him.
you know what I'm saying? That may be out there for him.
Hmm.
And, Jermaine been talking shit. But does it do anything for Shakur? Does it do anything for him in terms of his legacy and his record or, his career going forward? Absolutely not. It's just another what some people may call like the casuals that don't know shit about boxing. They say, "Oh, he just was another tomato can or cab driver," not knowing that this kid is legit. This kid
Legit.
is an official fighter, man. But it's unfortunate with the it's fortunate, but it's unfortunate with the position that he's in, with guys not wanting to fight, and then some guys just being at, not the same level in their career. at that point in their career. It's not to say that Jermaine won't ever be one of those elite fighters, right? But right now, nah, it's not even. It's just it's levels apart.
Do you see a stoppage? He's a tough kid.
I see Shakur stopping Jermaine. Like he is a tough kid. He's a tough fighter. Shakur ain't no Roma. He ain't. He won't. You ain't. Jermaine will probably whiff all night long trying to hit him and be getting hit like a motherfucker while
Yeah,
missing, man.
yeah. Shakur told me that he'll be picking them apart.
I'm telling you, bro, like that shit will be like put a chain on him, straight up.
It's just Shakur so fucking sharp.
You know what I mean by put a chain on him?
What you mean by put a chain on him?
He'll fucking punch it. He'll be a punching bag, bro. Punch,
Oh, chain him like I'm a bag. I
put a
got you.
chain on him, bro.
Nah, absolutely, man. I think it's tough, when you got so many legends. Even Kelly Catholic, he has Shakur in his pound for pound number one.
Kelvin
Kelly
Pat,
Catholic
that was, yeah, yeah. He
beat Jermaine
man, Jermaine, what was Jermaine? What the kid name was, man?
Taylor.
Jermaine
Jermaine
Teller.
Taylor.
He beat his
So
ass
they
twice. He beat
twice
him twice, right? When I think about it,
knocked
yeah,
him out.
yep. Changed his career. That first fight derailed his fucking career
And
when he
for the
fought
people that don't
Kelly
know,
Pavlik.
Jermaine Taylor beat Hopkins too.
Right,
He
Jermaine Teller was a pretty good fighter until he ran into Kelly Pavlik. Fight one, boy.
changed his whole life.
6th round, 7th round, he got put him out, right?
Yeah, man, he changed his whole life around. You know what I'm saying? That dude was a gold medalist. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Yep.
Definitely a badass dude. But guys like, Kelly Pavlik got Shakur on the pound for pound. And he said like, because he says, pound for pound is obviously like an opinion, right?
Right.
So it's like, some people go off of the eye test, and he's one of them. He
Mm-hmm.
goes off of the eye test. How do you judge your pound for pound, or do you stay away from all that shit?
Now, I won't say that I stay away from it, but resume is a part of it. But you also got to look at the way that these guys are beating these fighters, man. You know, it, um, Bud ain't gonna fight. Uh, okay, Bud and Earl Spence, for instance, right? Earl Spence broke Kell Brooks' eye socket, right? Everybody, oh, he got this superhuman power, right? But Bud been knocking everybody out that get in the ring with him, dismantling them with ease, with relative ease. Maybe not as brutal or violent as people would like, right? But when you talk about it's shit apples and oranges, man. It's just it's not. I don't know, bro. Like I said, man. It's Bud is at another level, and Shakur is at the highest level. And both of them, the most elite fighters in boxing to me right now, in my opinion, at this level, and just ain't nobody on that level, bro. I don't, it's kind of hard to see anybody or any fights really that would be of any significance for Shakur other than Tank, uh, Jermaine O'Neal's. I just don't see it, bro.
Right, right. Punch drunk boxing, de lo mio. What's going on, my brother? What's going on? So, I can't wait to see what's next for Shakur, man. I really can't. I'm an advocate of keeping all this energy in the ring. Um, don't want anything to happen outside of the ring
Mm-hmm.
because this boxing game is a sensitive game that a lot of people don't understand because just to be in the game you gotta, think about it. We're a small community, and at least 40% of these guys are more the grittier guys. It's not like a regular sport. You guys
Mm-hmm.
are coming from the hood. You guys are coming from projects, and I mean, it could get real. It could get real sticky. A lot of people don't understand about even just sparring. There be people, having
Mm-hmm.
guns in the gym because things can get crazy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go out and we amp, your favorite fighter for whatever reason and stuff like that, make sure it's for the right reasons and stuff like that because it could get like that.
Right.
Mm. Nevertheless, let me see. Coach Durst
Yeah.
suppose
Yeah. I
he's
saw that. What Jeremiah? What he said? I'm supposed to say that.
yeah,
Shakur
yeah, yeah.
Saw.
We gotta
Jer-
do the
hey,
same. Go
hey,
soft.
hey,
See,
Jeremiah. Cole will whoop your ass for free, Jeremiah. Just so you know that. He don't need millions of dollars to jump in the ring and whoop on somebody's ass, bro. He do it for free. Trust
right?
me, man. Ain't nothing soft about that kid, bro. About that young man.
It's funny too. What could someone like? What could be the reasoning of someone being soft like Shakur? Like, have we seen Shakur, get hit with something and run? I mean, what's the interpretation of being soft nowadays? That's what I want to say.
Maybe he looking at the dimples or something on his or in his smile. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Say he
or
a
you.
pretty boy. I don't know, but
Mm,
soft? No, boy, you man. Listen, man, you're wrong.
yeah. What happens is that sometimes you're watching the TV and then you got your girlfriend there, and then they start looking at Core's dimples and shit. And
Hey yo, everybody, he talking about he a crybaby. Yo, yo, bro, you talking about a gold medal match that he lost, man. A 17-year-old young man lost and felt like he didn't accomplish his dream, bro. Jeremiah, have your ass ever did anything, Jeremiah? You probably just sit home all day doing nothing on YouTube, chump. Shut up. Stop hating, man.
you know, it's funny, man. And then I used to be one of them crybabies too, coach, because I was very competitive as a young kid. Man, now if I
Look,
lose at that age,
Max
shit.
said, Max said, I bet you can't name 25 boxes. Max, I don't need to name 25 boxes. Nut. What I'm already involved, bro. What's wrong with you, Max? Get a life, man. What's wrong with some of these people on the internet? Y'all is crazy, boy. Name 25 fighters. Boy, what's wrong with y'all, man?
He give my Max. He could do that in one weight class. Just pick the weight class. Stop
Tripping,
playing.
bro. Tripping, man.
But nevertheless, coach, man, I appreciate you chopping it up with me, man. It was definitely a good time. I
Sure.
see that people started enjoying it, and now we got the trolls out and stuff like that. So that means that we did something right.
Yeah, I'm a troll in real life. If I saw some of you, man, y'all would know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even y'all doing all that internet boxing and whatnot. Cut it out, chump.
Right. It's funny, man. Me and this internet thing is
It's
something else.
crazy. Crazy, boy. It had me bugging though.
It
You know
got you
what I'm
bugging. It get you
saying?
bugging, coach.
Yeah, man. Some of the comments, bro, is like be hilarious. Like, oh, like I got a sense of humor, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We hike, I hike. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't be tripping off people opinions and all of those corny shit. So,
These are the ones that they don't really step outside with all this energy.
right, right. Computer thugs, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, last minute words, coach. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, let everybody know your social medias and what you're doing in the amateurs and for you know send a little word to the amateurs as well, man. Where you at and a word
Hey,
of advice. Also, yo, you told me you was working with Richard Comey as well today, right?
yeah. So yeah, Richard is literally waiting on a date, I believe. He's working with YY training them now. I would love to actually man that ship with Y. I just don't really have the time. I'm not really afforded the time to do so. Most people probably be like, man, you crazy. Why you not taking that opportunity? So For those who may be having that question, right? I have a 19-year-old son and a 21-year-old son. They're both ridiculous with this boxing shit. And it's imperative that I give those guys, my sons, the same attention that I give every other fighter, the same energy and efforts. So they at a transitional point in their young careers where we're getting ready to start having that conversation of turning pro. So I'm just helping Wally out with Richard Comey at the moment. If anything materializes in terms of my schedule freeing up and I'm able to do more and work more with him, I absolutely will. I would love to do so. It's just I got to prioritize, man, and that's really what's important to me. Making sure my sons, making sure I maintain my word and get them where they trying to go. So
That's fire, man. Yo, I know you got a YouTube, man. Tell me your YouTube so I can post it up in the link so people can check you out as well.
so
I'll
my
put
my YouTube is Coach Dirt. My Instagram is Coach underscore Dirt, and Facebook is from Al Sutherland, Coach Dirt. Man, follow me, man. Follow me.
Make sure you guys follow my man, Coach Dirt, man. Definitely a guy that you're gonna be seeing more frequently. So shout out to everybody on the chat as well, Coach Dirt, man. It was a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming on.
So I appreciate you as well, man.
I
Always
already
good talking to you, bro.
Always, brother, always, man. You know what it is. It's family around here. Team Core.
For sure, for sure.
All right, my guy.
All right, bro. Enjoy the evening, man.
Good night, my brother.
Later.
So talk to me, chat. Talk to me, chat. What's going on? That's the one and only Coach Dirt in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that tapped in with us. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys smash the like button for leaving, man. Before y'all leave, man, smash the like button for me. Let me get it to 80 to 100. You know what I'm saying? 90 likes, man. I would appreciate that for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing you some of the hottest interviews in the game, and all I ask for is a smash appreciation button. You know what I mean? Just smash it, smash it. You know how I tell y'all, smash it like you smash your girlfriend on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? When the kids are out. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And we got no babysitter type deal. You know what I'm saying? So. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to the East Coast. Shout out to the West Coast, man. Shout out to everybody that really rocks with this boxing game. Um, this weekend I think we got Liam Smith rematch with Chris Eubank Jr. He's actually going to be working with Bo Mack in this camp, so he's not working with Roy Jones. So this is going to be interesting to see what That's what we got for boxing this weekend. That's on the zone. Curious to see what happens in the rematch if it's a deadly knockout. A lot of people are talking about Liam Smith when he hit Chris Eubank Jr. He hit him with the elbow and it was dirty. What y'all think about that? Speaking upon dirty and boxing, I mean, the Usyk fight. Did y'all think that was a low blow? Do y'all think that was belt line? What y'all think about that? Let me know what y'all believe. Smash the like button though. Come on, man. We almost at 80. Smash the like button until we get to 90, man. Support the like button. Support the channel, man. This is definitely. I see other people's channels. They alright. They alright. You know what I'm saying? But we trying to build this one, man. So show the support. Show the support. I mean, you know what they say, man. The ones that watch, the ones that don't support, the ones that don't press the like button, they kind of like, you know, kind of hating a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into some of these comments and shit too. Like I say, like I say, it's crazy how y'all having to keep ask y'all subscribers to hit the like button. They should want to hit the damn button. Absolutely, Omar Jones. They should just have to. It should be instant. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button because you want this channel to grow and succeed. You know what I'm saying? Not asking for no super chats. I mean, they're more than welcome. You could definitely toss some of those too. But smashing the like button don't cost nothing, man. Let's get it to 80. I mean, we at 82. Let's get it to 100, man. Let's see who's supporting right now. Who's out in the building right now? Let's get into the comments. Let's talk some boxing. You know, right now, it's 11:51. If y'all smash the like button and we get it to 90, we'll keep this thing going till 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all like 3 minutes. Nah, I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes to get it to 90. And if we can get it to 90, we'll chop it up for another 10 more minutes. And if not, we're gonna be canceling this right away, man. Talk to me, guys. I'm down to do, but you in Vegas, I'm in LA. Okay, here we go. Man, Dubai's bodied Usyk. Ref had that. Yo, that body shot was lethal, son. That body shot was lethal, son. Let's get it to 90. Let's get it to 90 likes, man, so we can stop. We can keep this thing jumping. You know what I'm saying, Mills? It was just my opinion. You ain't had to get emotional. I feel like Tio and Tank could be Shakur. I don't see the hype. That's all I was saying. Now, Jeremiah, you good, bro? You good? They ain't nothing like that. I just want to make sure that the guests stay comfortable. I don't want a lot of trolling going on. A lot of people asking me to do the wrenches. I don't really do the wrenches now because I want to be able to figure out who everyone is. This is probably like my 20th live, and I do a lot of interviews, so I want to keep the guests happy. You know, I do got some big major interviews coming soon. So I just, just trying to get everybody happy. Get the best content out there for YouTube. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Though we almost at 8, we almost at 90, and we get them up, get them up, man. Smash the like button, and we're gonna we're gonna rock till 12 o'clock. If not, I'm gonna have to shut this down, man. We gotta get this up a little bit. But yeah, going off of Mills. What's your record, Jeremiah? It looked legal. Yeah, some people thought it looked legal. Um I thought it was legal, my opinion. I thought it was legal. I thought that all right, we at 90. We could stay on, right? So I thought it was legal. I think that he did a good job acting, not gonna lie. Um and because he did a good job acting and because it was in Poland, everything was on his side. Happened to be that the referee was Puerto Rican, so that didn't look good. But nevertheless, I mean, yeah, man. The thing about it is, it's about how you finish too. So in boxing, you're gonna go through some adversity as well, and when you do, it's all about how you can overcome that. So I felt like Dubois also showed he lacked heart. You know what I'm saying? He got hit with a jab, went down, and got hit with another jab. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that these power jabs don't hurt. Ask Errol Spence with Terence Crawford. But at the same time, it was like, I think he lacked a little heart, my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury would punch the balls out of you. And probably Tyson probably get away with it too, you know what I'm saying? I love boxing, definitely legal. Usyk quit. Fast shit. Oh, my first super chat, man. My first super chat. Let's keep these things going, man. So I like this shit. Boxing Hacker, $5. Thank you for the 5 peso. Gotta show your channel some love. I still got Devin punishing Tio and Regis. Devin, Tank, and Shakur is a 50-50. Gary Russell is a problem at 140. Yeah, man. I appreciate the cinco. And at the same time, you got a good opinion, you know what I'm saying? Devin Haney's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? Got a great jab. Super athletic guy. Great size on him. Pause. But in the same time, it's like you know, certain attributes that I see. I think he does beat Regis. Sorry, Regis. I mean, you're my guy and all, but I think you have a hard time with movers. And when it comes to Teofimo, um, kind of have to disagree on that. But it's gonna be a good fight. It's not like it's a wash or anything like that. It's definitely gonna be a great fight. You know what I mean? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button, and I appreciate the $5, man. That's what it is. Mill City, you a rookie of the year, man. I appreciate that, bro, man. Definitely the rookie of the year for sure. Only been on YouTube for 7 months, and we growing, man. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man, because it means a lot to me. Real talk. Um, Nevertheless, yeah, Ricky Boxing, you got to put the pause on there too, yeah, because you don't want people thinking that you go, you're swinging the other way and stuff like that. I got a lot of great content with Keith Thurman. Tomorrow we're gonna have Bozy, and we're gonna be having Boots. So definitely tap in for that one. It's gonna be good. Don't know exactly what time, but it's definitely gonna be happening for sure, for sure. So smash the like button and keep those notifications on lock. So when I go on live, you never know who I'm gonna be jumping on with. Tell the truth. You stole Fight Hub Rolex, didn't you? Nah, no way, no way. This did a good. This is a good channel. Boxing Hacker, man. I appreciate you, man. For real, for real. I definitely appreciate you. Facts. He should get into acting. For real. Who should? Who should the get back runs? Who should get into acting? Oh, you talking about Usyk? Usyk acted the shit out of that blow. Let's be honest. Like, come on, son. Like, a lot of people are saying, yo, can he beat Tyson Fury? But I'm over here thinking like Tyson Fury don't really got a great body work. You know what I'm saying? Why would he want to sacrifice his face to get down there? You know what I mean? Might as well just keep him at the end of his stick and the end of his punches. And use your footwork. My opinion with Tyson Fury. I think that's a good fight, though. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it. I don't know what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Jared Anderson? Do y'all think that he belongs in the discussion of the top heavyweights, or is it too early? You know what I'm saying? Definitely let me know what y'all think about Jared Anderson and also the heavyweight division, stuff like that. Chris Eubank Jr. with Bomac this weekend. Mm, what y'all think about that? Um, Sometimes you know what I believe in that? It's not just the trainer, man. It's the fighter. The fighter gotta do it. The trainer can't fight for you. Not saying that Roy Jones ain't a good trainer. He's a great fighter. Do I believe he's a good trainer? I mean, he hasn't really showed it yet so far. It seems to me that he's been teaching all his students the style that he brings to the table. So he hasn't really shown anything yet. You know what I'm saying? Good prospect at best. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think about his last fight? You know what I'm saying? I think Liam Smith beats him again. Adam Hurley, you think Liam Smith? I think so too. I think Chris Eubank Jr. is done. Honestly, I think he's done. What y'all think about the Black Cobbs and what's this guy's name from out there? Uh, Connor Ben. If that happens, man, I would be happy for Blair Cobbs. I've been doing a lot of interviews with Blair, and every single time I ask him, I already know he don't got to fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Um, John Goody, Jared's the real Dale Anderson. I truly feel and see Eubank like a washed up fighter. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Boxing hacker. Jared Anderson is a crazy talent, but he doesn't really love boxing anymore. And I think that will hold him back in the long run. I agree with you. That little interview he did with Roy Jones, it kind of sealed the deal for me. It kind of showed me that he's not in love with the sport like that yet. Bomac won't make a difference. Oliver, you know what? I agree. I really do. I like that for Connor Ben. Yeah, Connor Ben and Black Cobbs, she not bad. I ain't gonna hold you. Reese, what don't care about you being from Omaha? Okay, easy work for him too. I love boxing. We need boots. Ben, ask him about that tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I already see the thing about what boots. I'll tell you one thing about boots. He's one of the ones that says, "I'll fight anybody. I don't care who I fight." You know what I'm saying? I'll fight anybody, which I agree. But the handlers are gonna handle that, and sometimes the fighters don't got no say. Man, I started watching these boxing channels on YouTube a few years ago with Blue Bloods and a few of the other guys. But man, I have to be serious. You and AM boxing are the best. Blue Bloods is a no, is a now to me. Okay, okay. I thank you, appreciate you, Omar Jones, for real, for real. Um, Adam Hurley, I honestly think Jared and Usyk would be a good fight right now. Yeah, I think so too. But I do have to give the upper hand to Usyk. He has more of the experience and stuff like that. And if he could hurt uh, Daniel Dubois, he must have some type of power. I feel like anybody that weighs in at 220, knows how to punch, got taught how to punch, is gonna hurt somebody, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Punches don't feel good. Adam Hurley, how about Jared Anderson? I don't know. I don't know. I think Jared gets him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love boxing. We need Boots versus Conor Ben for sure. Yeah, I think it will be good. I want to see Boots and Keith Thurman. I got a piece of Keith Thurman that I'm gonna be dropping about Terence Crawford, and then on Friday I'm gonna drop the Keith Thurman about talking about Boots and how Boots' his brother got in his nerves. Um, so I got a lot of different content. I got a lot of dope content coming up. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Real talk, real talk. Um, but yeah, man, smash the like button if you just got in here, man. Stay unbiased by guy you got next, man. Podcast, bro. I really appreciate that, bro. I just state how I feel. Honestly, if I feel like someone's better, I'll say it. Sometimes if I don't have an opinion, it's probably because you know I don't have an opinion. This is my favorite podcast now. Adam Hurley, appreciate you, bro. I love boxing. Keith ain't signing the contract. I think that if Keith needs to sign the contract, he will. Keith told me he got 4 more years in the game. He's 34 years old. He plans on fighting for 4 years. He's saying that he's doing the meditation. He's feeling like, he's taking care of his body. He went through a couple of surgeries in his hand. He's healed up now. Um, so it's in what you guys believe. I think that Keith Thurman in boxing is well needed. I feel like Al Heyman and the politics didn't help. I also believe that once you make a Manny Pacquiao payday, you got paid by Sean Porter, you got paid by Danny Garcia, you got some big paydays under your belt, and then even fighting Barrios, yeah, it was probably a step down from your Keith Thurman fight, but you're still getting good pay because he got Barrios' last pay. I remember in Atlanta talking to Barrios' uncle, saying that when he fought Tank got him like 3 million. So that fight, yeah, Keith Thurman's been making millions and millions of dollars, and I think the Manny Pacquiao was like $8 to $10 million payday for him. So, um, when you made that type of money and you're talking to Al Heyman and you demanding a certain amount of money, and when you see a handler that doesn't feel like they're gonna make their money back, or if they have to present it to Showtime, they're gonna be like, nah, this fight's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Remember, when HBO was around, Keith Thurman was one of the highest rating guys. You know what I'm saying? So Keith Thurman, I just can't wait for him to get back in the ring. I don't want to spill the guts of telling you guys what month he's going to be back in the ring, but you guys will stay tuned. I'll be dropping all my Keith Thurman segments every day, so you can hear all the new stuff that's going out with him, and just building the relationship with him, more and more and more. We did a lot of content. We talked probably for like an hour and a half. So definitely check that. Check all those segments out. We're gonna be lit. I ain't gonna hold you. Oliver, I miss Keith Thurman, man, 100%. He brought flavor to boxing, yeah, and his commentary is lit. Yo, smash the like button, guys. Let's get to 100 likes before we end the live. You know what I'm saying? We chopping it up right here. We passing 12 o'clock, but y'all with me, so we gonna keep it going. I mean, Keith Thurman was really good at one point. Yeah, man. And honestly, man, he hasn't he hasn't shown like a real decline if you really think about it, right? The thing about what people miss about Keith Thurman is his relentlessness. The one time he might have lost the one time. That's the only thing that I'll give you. He might have lost the one time, and I think we all missed the one time. You know what I'm saying? That over the hand right, boom. He was hitting Danny like crazy. Boom. Will you get a Thurman interview anytime soon? I got it. We already got it, bro. We already got it, Adam Hurley. You just got to tap in, check out the content, bro. Check it up. I already did it. I did it yesterday. Did the interview yesterday. I put two pieces out. I put a piece out that why after Spence fought Ugas, um, you know, while Spence and Crawford were in negotiations, Keith Thurman was the WBC mandatory for Spence. But y'all know when Keith was, unified and he had the belts, Spence was so called his mandatory. He decided that he didn't want to fight him, so he fought Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Um, Obviously, you're gonna go where the money is. Obviously, if you fighting Spence, you ain't really getting much out of it. You know what I'm saying? There's no belts on the line. He ain't even popular. Remember, Spence got his popularity out, fighting in Texas with Mikey Garcia. That's when really people starting to get to know who he was. Well, first pay per view, right? Um, Other than that, there was no reason for Keith Thurman to fight him. But then when you reverse it, right? When you reverse it, and when Spence was up top, he said, "Nah, you didn't give me a chance like a little girl." Like, bro, don't you want the money? Like, let's be honest. Like, you think Ugas, people wanted to see a Ugas fight just because he beat Manny? Like, nah, we would have rather see a Keith Thurman versus Spence. Now look at it. Do you guys want to see the rematch? Do you guys want to see the rematch with Spence and Crawford, or would you rather see Keith Thurman Keith Thurman and Crawford? Be honest. Go in the comments right now. Tell me right now. Tell me right now. What would you rather see right now? A Keith Thurman and Crawford, or do you want to see the rematch of Crawford and Spence? Put it on the comment. Come on. Put it on the comments. I want to hear what y'all have to say. Smash the like button on top of it. But for real, guys, get on here. Tell me what y'all really believe. Would y'all like to see a Keith Thurman versus? I wouldn't even mind a Keith Thurman Earl Spence right now. With all that talk, man, I wouldn't mind it. I really wouldn't mind it. I need Keith Thurman to make some noise in the game. Real talk, for real, for real. Keith was that man back in the days. Hey, Floyd don't duck me, huh, son? Yeah, 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 yeah. Adam Hurley, Thurman, Thurman and Crawford, easy for bro. You want to see it because he's not predictable. He's not like a straight robot. He don't got flat feet. He's a little awkward. He ain't straight up and down. He could do traps. He has more speed. You know what I'm saying? It's a better fight. I always said, bro. I always said that that Keith Thurman would beat Spence. I always said that. People used to be like, "Nah, you crazy?" Bro, styles make fights, man. Manny Pacquiao is a hard fight for anybody. Plus, um, Thurman was coming on at the at the second half of the fight. Also, you know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I would rather see the rematch only if it's at 54. Omar Jones. So talk to me, Omar. Are you a big Spence fan or something? Talk to me. Or do you believe the weight drain was like a big deal? Like, talk to me, man. I don't. I like to conversate. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear what y'all gotta say for real. Both Thurman and Spence. Yeah, a Thurman and Spence. That shit wouldn't be bad. I need Bud Charlo. I need that one. That would be a good one. We would like to see that one for real, for real. I need that. You know what I'm saying? Kojo Darko. I would like to see Spence and Thurman though. Spence and Thurman. Spence and Thurman. I like it more because I do believe Crawford would beat Thurman, but there's unanswered questions. with the Errol Spence and Keith Thurman fight. Let's be honest, there is. Smash the like button if you here right now watching this live. Smash the like button. Let's get to 100. Let's get to 100 before I leave. Come on, man. Man, listen, Crawford versus Keith sounds about right. Fire, gloves, 100. I heard today that Spence failed to exercise his rematch clause. Is that right? Actually, I heard that he did. I heard that he did. That it's gonna be a rematch. That's my opinion. But do I want to see it? Not really. But guys like guys like when I interviewed Sugar Shane Mosley, he said that he really does believe that Spence was really weight drained and he was slow and robotic. So let's run it back to 54 and let's prove everybody that Crawford can beat you at 54, 47, 60, 68, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just prove it if that's the case. You know what I mean? Spence and Keith has a build-up. They do. They already got tension, so that would be a good fight. You know what I mean? I want to see the book to be closed with no excuses, and I think we will always be empty without the rematch because of all the excuses that's been floating around. I think there's going to be excuses all the time. To be honest with you, I think there's going to be excuses all the time. Okay, Mel, spill the beans. What you mean? Talk to me. Um, Evander Holyfields, shout out to Mills. Peace chat. Man, thank you for tapping in, bro. Make sure you smash the like button before you leave. I didn't get to see you. This is my first comment that I seen you today. Oh, why might why might go viral? You got a post you saying the rematch is active. Yeah, nah. I've seen a few channels talk about it already. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be active. But yeah, maybe I should post a video. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should. That 2-1 from Crawford in the second round is what got Spence looking robotic. Nah, man, I gotta disagree, bro. He's a robotic fighter. Period. Period. If you watched him hit a bag, I got a short up there right now of Crawford hitting the bag with Spence hitting the bag on top. One person looks robotic. I always said that he looked robotic. His feet, everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's just a robotic type of a fighter. He's built like that. He's built from the shoulders. He's built from the shoulders to the feet, and his feet ain't that great. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford's more built from the feet up. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion. Um, you the first to say the rematch is active. Oh yeah. Well, I seen Showbiz talk about it, and my boy YSM he talked about it on his channel as well. And I ain't seen nobody say I heard the rematches was active. Yeah, I heard it today. That's what I heard. I heard it was today. Smash the like button. Almost 3 more likes. We hitting 100, and that's gonna be good. I need 100. I need 100 likes, man. I need them. I need it. Build it. Let's build it. Let's build it. Um, thought on Lorenzo. Thoughts on Lorenzo Medina. Like button smashed. Lit, bro. Appreciate that. Uh, Lorenzo Medina. Is that the heavyweight? Is that the heavyweight that trains with this dude from he's from Florida? Lorenzo Medina. I think he's from Florida. Tell me if I'm right. If I am, I'm talking. You're talking about the heavyweight. Yeah, he's a good fighter. He's small. You know what I told Lorenzo last time I talked to him? I told him that he should go to cruiserweight. That's what I want him to do. I don't follow showbiz. Yeah, he talks a lot of wild shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand, but sometimes he talks some real shit. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, Lorenzo, he's a small kid, man. He's young. What is he? Last time I talked to him, he was 17. So that was like last year. So he's young. He got goods though. He got a good trainer. I like his trainer. Um, Definitely a good kid. Want to see him in the cruiserweight. I actually wanted to see him lose some weight and potentially be a light heavyweight. That's my opinion. I would like to see him at a light heavyweight. But I think that considering that he's so young, they're trying to let his body grow to fill in that man's strength and stop breaking it down because he's already pro. So it's like you don't want to break down the muscles. So he's 19, yeah. But last time I talked to him, he was 17 years old, which is like 2 years ago when I was in Puerto Rico. Um, Good take. I appreciate you. Yeah, but he's a good fighter though. He has a lot of good moves. He's slick, Cuban. You know what I'm saying? Good kid. Got the bully mentality. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But he got a lot of growing to do. You know what I'm saying? Mill City. You really think Boots ready for Bud? I don't think so. Let me tell you something about that. When it comes to levels of experience, gym experience does not qualify for pro the lights experience. So I believe that because of that, that type of experience is different. Even being experienced among 10,000 crowd, 20,000, 30,000, like Team Mobile Arena in Vegas, those are big stages. You have to get ready for that. Look what happened when Boots fought on the undercard of Tank when he fought Karen. You know what I'm saying? Big arena, and it gets you nervous. You know what I'm saying? And he was in the co-main event. Imagine being in the main event with a crowd like that. So I believe that when you fight Bud, it's gonna be a crowd like that. And Bud has already had a few fights that he was prepared for that. So I think that that's a big thing. Does he have the moves? Does he have the skills? Yes. He does get hit with some jabs that I think that if Terence Crawford hits him with, he's not just going to eat him up like the way he ate up Villas. Um, that's another thing, being hit with the crowd. So I feel like he does have the experience because he's been doing it as a kid, but he needs to get that world. I always tell people, you got to get world title rounds. When you get world title rounds, I was talking about this with my other coach. Yo, you can't go and say, like for instance, Breadman, right? Breadman is a boxing. He's a traditional basketball coach, but look at he's been in there with Caleb Plant doing championship rounds. J Rock, he's been in there with him with championship rounds. He's getting used to that. So you, as a coach, you need to get used to that as well. So um, I was talking to my boy YSM. He was saying, "Yo, Bomac got more experience than Zab Judah." I said, "Bomac's been in the game for a long time, but how many championship rounds has he done? How many championship fighters? Doesn't mean he's a bad coach. He's a scientist in his own right. But to be in that to get that experience and to react in 30 seconds in between rounds, it's different. You know what I'm saying? We got to be real with ourselves, man. We got to, you know. I love Boots. You know what I'm saying? I think he has all the goods. I think he gives the biggest problems to Crawford. But then Crawford gonna figure him out. But then again, I also said Boots got the power to knock out. By the way, he rocks Spence though. Like he gets Spence out of there, my opinion. And but the biggest task for Crawford would be a Canelo Alvarez at 68. I wouldn't entertain any of the other guys at 68, or Terence Crawford. Other than that, he beats everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not so I don't have a horse in the race for that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. But that's just my opinion on that. Hopefully, I gave you guys a cool breakdown on it. Smash the like button, guys. Let's get to 100, man. Let's cook. Let's cook before we end this live. Let's cook. Let's cook. Um, I agree, Max. Boots needs more experience. Wait a minute. Okay, Omar. So, do you think Shakur ready for the crowd and lights? He's already been there. You know, if he fights Tank. All right. So that's a different story because Tank he's in arenas that hold 30,000, and then we got Shakur that's been in arenas that held 10,000. That's a big difference. So, but do I believe that guys like Shakur Stevenson Guys like, Shakur Stevenson is ready for the moment. Yeah, those guys are special. So they're ready for the moment. Sometimes those guys, they work better on the lights. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Here we go. Who do you take? Benavidez fight with Better Beef is a monster. But I think that Benavidez is length. If he could use his length, he could get away with he can get. And then Arthur Beterbiev is getting old, man. I know that he's not showing it and stuff, but he's getting old. He's probably he's definitely one of the oldest light heavyweights there. So I do think that he beats Callum Smith. Sorry, Buddy McGirt, I love you and all, but I think that Beterbiev definitely gets Callum Smith out of there. But Benavidez, he's a special guy. If you got a pound for pound list that it's about the eye test, he's in your he got to be on your list. Um, I pray Arrow retires, bro. He had a good career, but it would be sad to see him go out bad again. Yeah, true. You know what I'm saying? Don't sign a contract, bro. Just don't. I think anybody that punches hard, like a Erickson Lubin or anybody, they're gonna mess up that boy's career for sure, for sure. Bud can beat Melo at 68, but Melo's chin is super tested. That's nothing to. And then you gotta also understand too, on a Canelo Alvarez card, you're already down like 3 rounds before the fight even starts. So you gotta look at it that with the judges. Um, I pray Errol spent. Let me go down here. That's not a factor for guys who are that skilled. It is a factor because you're gonna get punched regardless. Like I was telling the same thing that I was talking to Coach Dirt. Shakur's the lit, but you gotta understand if he gets touched by a tank, you never know. We Why you think we want to see the fight so much? Why you think that's such a big fight? Because we want to see it happen. We want to see what happens. What does Shakur do? What happens when Shakur touches the canvas? Who is he? We don't know. We don't even know. Tank could take a big punch too. That's another thing. Good point, Mill. 20K or more. You already know, my brother. You already know. Um, through the lens of the trenches, Mill City, I gotta say, I agree with you, my brother. Boxing is at least 60% mental, and being prepared for the moment takes 110% of your mental facts, bro. Yo, y'all, I don't know any of you fighters here, but I used to be a fighter, and as an amateur, just performing on the Golden Gloves for 3,000 people in the locker room doing mitts before you going in, that shit takes a lot out of you, bro. And you get nervous and stuff like that. You have to be ready for it or not. 6 more likes, y'all. You already know. Let's get these likes up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Um, Appreciate you guys for tapping in with me as well. You know what I'm saying? Shakur to me can fight at any venue. That's lit. I mean, hey, that's a lot of. I think he's the goods. You know what I'm saying? I think this when you yo when you when you a barber, you feel like nobody is better than you because you got to be the best barber you can. If you are an accountant, you got to feel like you're the best. So I feel like Shakur, he feels like he's the best. You know what I'm saying? You a lawyer, you got to feel like you're the best lawyer, or you gonna mess up and you gonna put this boy in jail, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, Here we go. I want Terence Crawford versus Jaron Ennis. I don't want to see a rematch between Errol. I agree. I do want to see that fight. I really do. I do want to see it. Exactly. I haven't seen Shakur tested, and Shakur don't have a punch. He got popped though, but